Hey guys, so welcome to the stream. I was not able to continue the stream yesterday because I was sick, and that's why I couldn't come up. So in today's stream, we'll continue from where we left, which was like we were reviewing Solady. So just give me a second. If yeah, I'll just verify whether my stream is working or not. Yeah, so it's working. Yeah, let's go. So last time we were like reviewing time lock and the only function. So we discussed everything, like how min delay is set, which was like basically we are setting up mint on time lock slot, and not basically we are storing it in negative value. I don't know why. Returns the current operation state of ID. We load, check. Yes, so yeah, so we understand how does execute works, which is like the heart of the time lock contract. And also just to let you know that there are like couple of libraries that we are importing. So majority of the functions that is basically being used to execute, right, uh, does reside in those libraries. So just making sure that we are on the same page. And let's continue. So we are reviewing execute, which takes mode. Mode, by the way, is like whether we are taking data for preceding ID, like proposals or not, and all. And execution data is like the data that we are proposing to be executed. The calls is basically a list of array. So, sorry, it's a list, dynamic list, which consists of calls, which I think which defines to value and okay data. And what is hmm I'm quite confused, like if data like the calls contains the actual data, right? Because we saw bytes call data to send, right? uh and then what is the difference between, I think this is the actual data. uh I'm not sure about this, but let's just read it. And then we are checking whether the user has the executor role. Then we are creating two variables, which are id and s. Id is basically the proposal id, and s is basically storage of, let's just understand. So we are copying the data of offset. Execution data is, oh sorry, offset is basically uh, execution data dot offset, execution data dot length. I'm not pretty sure, like like I'm confused whether this is an internal call where which we can get the offset and the length. But for now, let's just stick with that. um, oh no, let me just see. the ABI provided called it offset to where the dynamic um, so I think this is the execution like data where it starts. Just a second, let me just see. Offset, and yeah, I think if we are providing offset, then not pretty sure what it is this like what this is for. Oh, it is for the offset and the size. Okay, my bad. Yeah, so we are setting up like we are copying the destination, like the call data that user provided to the offset destination offset where the data starts from, which is like, and how much we need to copy, and then we are storing it. We are storing the mode at the scratch pad, which starts from hex 0, and then we are copying the what we are actually checking the loading the 0x, which is like the data the user provided in execution data, and then we are like storing the check hash at hex 20, and we are like doing the we are getting the ID uh, from the preceding steps. Yeah, so we don't need to look into this, and what we are doing is that we created ID, right? And I like from the last time we were reviewing, I think ID is generated from two values, which is I stored it somewhere here. Yeah, it's from mode and the execution data. And execution data is yeah. So we are taking execution data as well as the mode, and then we are getting the ID, and then we are trying to get the storage slot of the operation data from you, like checking the uh, like the ID itself, and then we are loading it into P, and then we are checking whether or let's read the inners first. So P is basically the storage data that we have, right? And we are verifying here if yeah, if it should come 1, because there is like if we are shifting right, yeah, it should be even though it should be 1, because this should be 1. I think this I'm having tea at the same time, so pardon me. Okay, So it's checking whether the state is cancelled or not. Is it left shifted or right shifted? Right shifted. Okay, it's basically doing some checks on whether the data exists or is cancelled. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this is something that we can take up later on. Yeah, overall, I'm pretty damn sure that reading through assembly is definitely not an easy task, and Solid is like an art in itself. And we really need to work on this, our ability to understand what are like. So in the last three streams I have understand that my understanding to bitwise is really not good at what the logic supposed to do. Like although I have improved like I actually learned a lot. I never read through assembly previously, and this is the first time that I'm actually doing. But would be cool if like there would be like some article around like how to actually read assembly, and if there are like some cool posts and all. Yeah. So let's. I don't know what should we start next, but I think let's just review. Let's just go and review some things. So let's get. Sorry, not this. And let me just take here and let's do it here. So we can like have a like browser async. Let me just quickly check one thing. Guys, just give me a second. Yep. So let me just see if my stream is still working. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm like I had a better understanding of how Solady works. Not actually a lot. I haven't dealt or reviewed a lot of Solady libraries and modules, but I understand like how general things works. And what if like it'll be cool if we have some kind of like um tools that can like help us uh, visualize what's going on in the assembly. Is there any tools that can help us visualize or walk through It'll be cool to understand if like we have anything or not. I have okay. Okay. Does it have like? Just give me a second. Does forest test? Does it have that? Does it even have tests? Yeah, it does have tests. So we have gone through. Let's go with. Since we know proxy, right? Then there is a function upgrade. Can I also test? This is something that we can test. Forge test debug. Okay. IP test EIP. Ready? No, not this. I think you. Oh, okay. This is the name, not that. How do I actually? I want to fake. Oh, what was it? Oh, okay. Function test. Function proxy. Okay, and this is how you do it. And then I'll just copy. What the hell? It is. This is weird. Or should be like. It'll be definitely interesting. Oh my god. It's taking a lot of time. Okay. I don't know what the fuck happened. Just forage clean. Wait a second. Shouldn't that do it? I don't get. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, so stupid. Oh. Yeah, so test passing. Just give me a second. Yep. So I think every test is compiled now, and we will be able to run this, and then this. Oh my god, it doesn't work. Match test. Which path? Never mind. This is weird though. I think match contract. The match part is not needed. Let's see. Yeah, and also this is not needed. It's actually needed. That's weird. Yeah, so wait a second, what happened here is I just want to do this and then this. Would it work? Let me just see. No. Match test. This proxy. Match test. Wait a second, I'll just rename it to X. This work. Yeah, it's working now. Let's do debug. I don't have any idea though. Oh, that's cool. Let's understand how does it work. What to do. Terminal size too small. Okay, cool. Okay, so now we have how does memory looks like. This is so cool, man. This is so fucking cool. Oh man, this is so dope. I want to understand like how it calls s yeah, so deploy proxy. So we do here, we go here, and what it's doing is calling deploy proxy. Oh my god, I don't understand. Okay, and then what we're doing is we are pushing the address on the stack. I don't see. Yeah, now I see something on stack. Okay, and then we are we created like a init code space on like here, like you can see some data, like empty data being pushed, and then when we call here, right? So just a second. Okay, so when we call like the proxy init, then we also create another 32 bytes on stack. It doesn't change memory, right? So we are saving initial implementation here. Oh, okay. This is like I don't really understand like what's happening here. Like, of course, it'll take some time. So initial admin is somewhere here on the 8th, like fourth place on stack, and admin is 96. Okay, we are putting initial on stack, initial admin and initial implementation. Then we are doing some push, and then we are doing jump. I think this is most probably the jump to proxy init, and that it is. And then what the code is doing is actually it's calling proxy init, and then it is returning the AVI encoded format of proxy creation code. I think proxy. Okay, first of all, we should be creating 32 bytes. Yes, there we have 32 bytes pushed, and then we are pushing proxy creation code, which is there in the memory, right? So wait a second. So it's highlighting two things, right? 40. It's on stack, and then what we are doing, 40 is the next memory pointer, is 80th. So okay, so we are so what happens is that mload basically loads the data which has been pointed at hex 80, sorry, hex 40, which is 80, and then we are like putting into stack. We are doing something, not pretty sure what it is, and then we have initial implementation, which was the address, right? Wait a second, I don't get it. This is call data, this is return data. Okay. T's. And then we have admin. so cool. I really find it very interesting. As just this should be in the code. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I did not know we have this. Yeah, so that is that. This is cool. Yeah, so I think uh, I think majority of the time I like my focus should be on DeFi. So like I do want to focus on DeFi applications because I believe I do suck at things that are related to lending and borrowing and all. And I think it will give me a better chance to learn the realistic scenarios of how bugs arrive in like the DeFi applications. I'm not I haven't reviewed um our contract very in depth, right? So it'll be a good like experience in itself. So I think uh, so what I'm gonna focus is on the let me just check what is my um, what is the next thing in my to do regarding building on to reading code Shahu. So it was first was Morpho, so we did Morpho, we did Zeblier, we did Solmate, and I think the next I really want to focus is on Aave. So we will start review with the review of Aave uh, from the next stream. So we have a lot of content before that, like for example Ajna, Uniswap, Seaport, Curve, Art Gobbler, Maple, Merit, and then Aave. But I think the reason I chose Aave is like it is very like I'm a bit familiar to that and will help me start better. It will be a better choice, right? And I'm seeing a lot of people are talking about Ajna as being super complicated. So let's see how it goes, and I'll see you in the next streams. Bye bye, guys.